Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another drawing session. Um, so today we're going to draw the basic outline of a face. And for that, I've got my range of pencils here, but I'm only going to need my HB pencil, which is fantastic for drawing just line. And although I have a kneadable eraser here, which is great for when you're adding your shadow and highlight, so to take out areas that you want the highlights in. We won't be using that while we're drawing the actual face itself. And then here I have a normal plastic eraser. I also have a blender here for when I get to adding shading. And although I have a small sharpener here, I also have one with a barrel here, which I love because it catches all the bits and pieces. So I'm going to move these pencils out to the side because we don't need all of those. And we're going to start by drawing a face shape and just adding where the features should go on the face shape. So the head is shaped a little bit like an egg with when you're looking at it from face forward, with the large part of the egg at the top and the narrower part at the bottom. And the first thing I'm going to do after I've done that is draw in where the neck is. So imagining this now as a head. So the egg has changed into a head. At the bottom here, we can imagine the jawline beginning. And just inside of that, I'm going to put a line for a neck. So I come in, curve up to the head and inwards slightly, fairly straight down, and then curves outwards towards the shoulders out here. And then where do I place the features on this head? So when I usually ask people when they've started drawing faces, they think the eyes are quite far up, but actually, yes, they are on the face, but when you've got the whole head from the top of the skull down to the chin, the eyes are approximately halfway, which is about there. I'm just going to check that. Yep, that's about halfway. And then I'm also going to put a line vertically through the center because our faces are relatively symmetrical. So that gives me my eye line. That's the center of the eyes from the edge to the edge. Go through this line here. And then this central line indicates the center of the face. So this bottom half, if I divide that into thirds, the nose tends to fall just below that. Remember, we're all individuals, so noses are different lengths if you're drawing somebody. And then this line here indicates anywhere between the lip line and the bottom of the bottom lip. So I'm just going to go slightly above there, take a midway point. So there's the line between my top lip and bottom lip. Then I'm going to say actually my bottom lip will fall down there just below that third, and my top lip will be around here. I'm just going to sketch in a lip shape. Lips can be all sorts of shapes. I'm just going to do Cupid's bow there. And then that bottom of the lip always tends to end up with a bit of shadow. I'm not talking too much about shadows right now. It's more about line. But you can see if you softly draw in the bottom lip there, that feels about right. So let's come up to the eyes before we get to the nose, because we need to know where those are. This line across here, if we divide it into fifths, so I'm going to just try that out like this and maybe adjust a little bit. The second one and the fourth one are where the eyes go. Middle is the nose, and then we've got the sides of the face going around to the side of the head here. So our eyes are kind of almond shaped, but that top lid is more curved, and the height of it is towards the nose side. Do the same the other side. And then the bottom line underneath the white of the eye is fairly flat, and then just dips down at that corner. So fairly flat, little bit of a curve there, just dips down towards the inside corner, just where your tear duct is here and here. And then the iris, not the full circle of the iris, because otherwise you'd look really surprised. So the top half of that circle, so if I draw the full circle, kind of cuts across that top lid, shows here. And then the pupil inside of that, not too small, because otherwise the face looks a little bit, you end up looking like you've got an alien. So those pupils just need to have a little bit of size to them like that. And then the eyebrows arch over the eyes. Some people's eyebrows are really close to the eyes. Other people's are a little bit further up like this. Think about the brow bone. If you feel above your eyes, you can feel the bone that sits above your eyes that comes across here, and your eyebrows kind of sit on top of that. But depending on people's eyebrows, sometimes they actually grow a lot lower. And then I've got a little curve in here, just indicates the bridge of the nose. And then to complete the face, we first of all need the nose. So I'm going to rub that center line out now that we've got everything mostly in place. Is the base of our nose and bridge of our nose. So that's where between our eyes it goes up onto a bridge and down the other side. It's a little bit narrower than those bits I've indicated there, and it widens out at the end. I'm not doing these lines hard because they don't actually exist on somebody. When you look at somebody's face, they don't have a line coming down here or here, but it's just to help us create the shape of a nose. Little bracket on the outside, and the nostrils. And then I can lighten up those lines each side of the nose. And then on top of the eye, often you see the crease between those two parts of the eyelid showing here. On some people, doesn't show an awful lot. It might be right close to the eyelashes, so you don't really see it. And other people, it's quite high. Just putting an average one there. And then we can just darken that top edge of the top of the eye here, which makes it feel like there's kind of eyelashes. But I'll do another video to show how to shade the eye and how the eye is constructed to make it look realistic. And then finally, hairline. So everybody's got a different forehead. Hairline is down from the top of the head, round about here, and then curves around the edge of the forehead here and goes out here just past the eyes. And then you can curve around here if somebody's got a strong cheekbone shape. It's going to make that chin a little bit more shapely. And put ears on. Just a basic outline, curves around almost like a figure of 8. So from the eyes down to the nose, again, different for everybody. A little bit of a line here. And that gives you the basic face shape.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.